Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy FoodService driver. So you already know what time of the year it is. It's bidding time. So here I'm gonna explain is what the McLane bid is, how it goes, how to survive it, and what you can expect as a new person coming in versus what a person with seniority coming in. So at McLane, we bid 2 times a year. There's something called a summer bid and a winter bid. So apparently right now, bid is coming up for a lot of people. Some of you might have your bids already, but ours, we just starting ours. So this time of the year will be the summer bid. Summer bid is usually around between the months of May through August. Basically what the summer bid is a bid that lasts all the way through the summer, and then towards the end of the year, 6 months from the time your new bid starts, that's taking when the winter bid is. So our winter bid will probably start around December, January. And then 6 months after that, then we rebid again for the summer bid. Now, how the bid goes, everybody knows bid goes based off seniority. So the number 1 driver all the way down to the bottom chooses routes. So as a new person coming, I'm gonna explain to you what's happening and what can you expect and what can you do to better your odds on the next bid. So as a new person, you coming in, you're gonna be on the extra board. Sorry to say, you cannot avoid being on the extra board. Now what the extra board looks like, depending on your DC, extra board you just there just to cover fill-in routes for people on vacation, people call out, people sick, people on injury. Now what that means is you're gonna be at the bottom of the total post, so you cannot bid on a route unless for some odd reason there's routes available when it gets to you. That's very awesome, but the likelihood of those routes that you get when it comes to you may not pay as much as it would a seniority driver. So basically how to survive that would be when you first come to the door, you go through training, you go through the process and everything. What I would suggest and how I got a name for myself where I worked at the DC that I worked at is, if you go out there and do what you have to do, if you bust your ass, if you link up, if you stay on extra board I would always recommend anybody coming in and stay on extra board for a while. And the reason why I suggest you stay on extra board for a while, because once you stay on extra board, you run a lot of people's routes. You're talking about local routes with other helpers, drivers with other drivers, and also you can run remote routes. The reason I said I've been on extra board for a while, because the longer you stay on extra board, the more you can work with other drivers. The more you work with other drivers, the more you build a name and reputation for yourself. Me, myself, when I first came in, nobody knew me. I was on extra board for almost a year. And within the year after that, I got picked up on the route immediately when it came to the board time, because once you ride with a certain amount of drivers, especially like seniority drivers, and they see how you work and they see how proficient you are, then those drivers will talk to other drivers with seniority. And best your name will just get scattered across the DC, as well as people in the office. Like they'll throw like routes on you that may be late, a couple hours late or whatever the case may be. And if you get it done in a proficient amount of time, then that makes a name known for yourself. And then your name gets thrown around, and then people will want to ride with you. Or sometimes people might request you, like to this day, drivers where I first started request me to still ride with them. Like if I volunteer to work extra days, they still request me to ride with them because they know of my work ethic. So I will always suggest that you start extra board. A lot of people don't want to start extra board. A lot of people want a consistent schedule. I get it. You can get a route, but the odds of that route making a lot of money is like slim to none. But what you can do is, if you get a route and you want to make, the extra money that the high seniority people make, you can work extra. Depending on your DC, they will pay you extra route pay based off your days off. So if you come in to work extra day, they'll pay you your route pay plus the additional $200. As far as like experienced drivers, we all know how it goes. We bid, we get a route bid. But I always suggest when people coming in the door, is try to make a name for yourself. That's the most important thing you can do, is try to make a name. That's why I suggest you start on extra board. If you get in connection with a lot of drivers, whether it's people in seniority, whether it's people been there for a couple weeks, couple months, it does not matter. As long as you build that reputation with other drivers, you'll never get thrown around, and that makes it better on you. So by the time the bid starts, like how our bid is coming up the following weeks, then by that time you will have a game plan of, okay, 2 or 3 drivers that I know for sure will pick me up. Or for sure that drivers are looking for other drivers. Maybe their previous driver quit, or maybe later on down the road, if their driver get injured, then they could pick you up to work with them until the driver comes back. So I will always suggest making a name for yourself and connecting with other drivers. Now the summer bid is when I'm gonna tell you, you need to go hard, and I mean hard. That's why the inconsistency on my videos been the way it is, because I've been working literally 6 to maybe 7 days a week. And the reason being is because during the summertime, a lot of people take vacation. So you're new, take vacation, a lot of people call out, and school's out. So, a lot of people want to spend time with their family, with their kids, so a lot of people are not really into grind mode like that. Some people are, but majority of the time, it's a lot of open availability, and it's a lot of routes that need to get covered. So I always suggest during the summertime, you do a lot of work. It will benefit you in the long run, because during the winter bid, when it comes around Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, like right after, like in between that time frame, freight starts to slow down. People not ordering a lot like that because kids are in school, people not really going on vacation like that. The holidays coming, people trying to save money. So I will always suggest, to survive the winter bid, you go hard during the summer. Yeah, it may suck during the summertime, like people want to enjoy the summer, but I would say don't overwork yourself too much. But if you're looking to make up for the money that you couldn't work extra during the wintertime, I would suggest doing it in the summer. Or if you really don't care about the money, you just okay with whatever you get paid, then I would suggest you just, do what you have to do or work the days that you require. But I always say, to survive the winter is what I do is I work hard during the summer. Like right now, I'm working 6, maybe 7 days a week. And then I save a portion of that money and put it to the side. So when the winter bid comes around, when freight starts to slow down, when people don't make a lot of orders, I still got my reserves banked from when I work in the summer to last me up until the next bid, the next summer bid. So I always suggest you work hard during the summer. I'm not saying you don't enjoy yourself. I would say, yeah, enjoy yourself. Don't work yourself too crazy. But summertime is the time you need to be on grind.